This is Jiyan, the first ever limited character for Wuthering Waves, and also the first ever rerun banner for Wuthering Waves. Now, in this video, we're gonna take a look at Jiyan and what he has to offer for you and your account. Is he still worth getting in this age of Wuthering Waves? So the question is there for those who skip Jiyan or for those who are new to the game that don't know who Jiyan is. So yeah, in this video, I'm gonna help you guys with that question. So let's just jump right in. So first and foremost, Jiyan is a character that heavily relies on his liberation. So without his liberation, he's probably doing around 40 to 50% of his potential damage. So yeah, the liberation is really a big thing for Jiyan. That's his whole thing. But let me show you guys my Jiyan's build real quick. We got 74 and 286 for damage. We got 18 basic attack, 15 heavy, and liberation, 18 resonance skill as well. Pretty balanced across the board. I mean, we can't really control the stats that we get from our echoes. So ideally, you want to have as much heavy attack as you can. Not the liberation, just the heavy attack. But as I've stated in my first Jiyan guide, getting some stat for the basic attack is also pretty good because you are going to do a lot of basic attack without the liberation, and you're not going to be in your liberation state 100% of the time. I mean, it's pretty hard to do that. You need a lot of energy regen, and if you have a lot of energy regen, then you're probably going to sacrifice some stats here or even attack. So yeah, there you have it. It's just balancing. It's up to you how you want to do it. If you want to have more energy regen, you can also just run Yang, but we're going to talk about that later on. For now, this is the stats that we have. We got the signature weapon here. Signature weapon is really good. As for any signature weapons, they're all really good. And especially for main DPS characters, I highly suggest you try and get their main weapon if you're pulling from main DPS. So for the skill order here, I got 10 normal, 10 skill, 940 circuit, and 10 liberation. Don't really need to do that 10 normal and 10 resonance. That's just how I wanted to do it. We're just gonna run over this really quick. The echo set for this game, the sets are really just simple. Whatever element they have, you slap in the corresponding element. For now, that is the meta. That is how you build a character. 5-piece arrow right here. And the cost for that we have is a crit rate because we do have a crit damage weapon. Ideally, if you have a crit damage weapon for your main DPS, then you go for a crit rate cost 4. If you have a crit rate weapon, then you go for a crit damage cost 4. And all of these, of course, you want to have crit rate and crit damage on their stats. As you can see there. Oh, I don't have crit damage on this one. I honestly didn't know. Damn, I didn't know. Anyway, moving on to the team comp. This is what I'm running. This is probably what most people are running for Jiyan. We got Mortefi and Verena. So Mortefi, for those of you who don't know, his outro skill gives you heavy attack damage bonus. When Jiyan is in his ult state, he does heavy attack. You want to have as much heavy attack as you can. But yeah, heavy attack buff and Verena for the overall buff and healing as well. But another team that you can run is actually Yang instead of Mortefi. So you're gonna sacrifice a lot of damage by losing out on the 38% heavy attack, but you are gonna have more uptime on your liberation. So it's up to you how you want to play around it. I played around it by having more basic attack damage, or basically more damage on all of his hit, not just on the liberation and the heavy attack. Hell, you can even go Yang and Mortefi if you don't need the healing. If you're that good of a gamer that you don't really need the healing, then Mortefi and Yang would be amazing. But for most of us, this is what we run right here. All right, so let's take a look at the banner that we have here for Jiyan. So we got the new 4-star, of course. Probably a lot of you are gonna pull for the Jiyan banner just to get this 4-star. I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to risk it. But yeah, this 4-star, I honestly don't know what she does. I think she heals, right? So it's really important for 4-stars to have a really good outro skills. Like this one amplifies coordinated attack 100% for 28 seconds. That is insane. Wow. But the other 4-stars here is really good. We got Anwa here and Mortefi. So Mortefi is a really good sub DPS for Jiyan. Heavy attack amplified right there. Also, Amalia coming out after Jiyan. We got Sanwa here, and Sanwa provides basic attack instead of heavy. But yeah, so the 4 stars in this banner is actually pretty damn good. Let's see the weapon banner. So we got variation, and this alone makes this banner worth pulling. So variation, if you don't know it, this is the best 4-star weapon for those support like Verena, Shorekeeper, and etc. Baija. All right, so now that we got his kit, his banner, and his team comp out of the way, we can talk about if Jiyan is actually worth it. Okay, so first I want to talk about why I think Jiyan is worth it. The main reason why is because of his liberation. His liberation is so good because of its crowd control. So the end game content as of right now, which is the Tower of Adversity, Jiyan is really good because of the AoE. Not only does it have AoE, it also has crowd control. So as you're attacking, you're grouping up enemies. So this is the main reason why you want to get Jiyan, and this is the main reason why I think Jiyan is still worth it even now. So being able to damage them at the same time grouping them up as you deal damage is really, really good. And that is Jiyan's specialty. The only downside for Jiyan is he is heavily reliant on the liberation. So without it, you're really losing out on the main thing that you want Jiyan for, right? But that's fine. You can play around with it. And one more negative thing, it's not really about Jiyan himself, but Amelia is coming out after Jiyan. So if you're gonna go for Jiyan, then you're probably gonna skip on Camellia, right? Unless you're a whale. Camellia is also a main DPS, a Havoc main DPS. That's why it's a negative for me, because Camellia is right after Jiyan's banner. So that's the thing. And I think that alone is a deal breaker for me. But hey, that's just me. And last but not least, Jiyan is the only main DPS arrow character as of right now, and the only limited arrow character as of right now. You can consider Jianshin as an arrow main DPS, but Jiyan does the job way, way better than Jianshin, because Jianshin is pretty balanced. She has shield, healing, and she can do damage as well. But Jiyan just goes for damage. That's why he is more of a main DPS than Jianshin. That is something to consider as well. So yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this video helps you out. And if you did, please don't forget to leave a like. Also, comment down below what you guys think of Jiyan. Please don't forget to subscribe. We'll be doing more content in the future, and I also play some other games. So if you're interested in other games, or probably interested in me playing another game, then go check out this video right here or right there. That's it. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.